Laagan, ako si Kalaagan Fritz at ito ang Laagan sa Cebu. Don't forget to subscribe on our YouTube channel at Laagan sa Cebu and click the bell button for notification. Like our official Facebook page at Laagan sa Cebu. It's another pageant episode and another Cebuana pageant queen na naman ang machichikahan natin sa araw na to. Help me welcome Miss Cebu 2023 candidate number 6. We have Miss Chynna, Julienne, Miranda, Dorado. Hello!
Hi, sir. Hi, everyone. It's great to be here.
Oh, thank you. How are you?
I'm really good. I've been really busy with school, but I'm really happy that I'm talking to you here today.
Wow.
And I'm happy to be with these guys because, you know, I can't wait to tell you guys all about myself and my journey with Miss Cebu.
Wow, that's perfect. And if I may ask, how is the competition so far?
The competition has been amazing. As you know, I am the youngest candidate this year.
Oh.
Yeah, and I've been learning so many things from my ates, from, you know, all the candidates, and they're such amazing people. I can really say that all of these women are successful in their own ways. And I must have done something to be a part of them, and I'm really happy to be having just these amazing conversations with them. It's great.
Perfect. Okay. Now here at Laagan sa Cebu, we have these segments.
Yes.
The first segment that we have is the boiling question. But the question is, are you ready?
Of course I'm ready.
Perfect. Now, here are the boiling questions. Pick one first and give it to me. All right. Okay. Your first boiling question is, what is the strength of your generation to survive and thrive the challenges today?
I think my generation today is very young, and we are the generation that has been born into technology. And we know that you know, technology, especially social media, is bombarded with a lot of comments, with a lot of hate. And you know, we see the news every single day, and technology and information comes to us very fast. And you know, this has come to prove that our generation is very resilient, very mentally strong, that we are able to just, you know, go through our days when we see these things, and we learn things very fast, and we are able to adapt to very difficult situations very easily. And I think that I embody that as a person as well. You know, with my personal experiences, I can go through very, you know, very crucial situations like negative comments and everything. But I think to myself that these people don't know me, and to them, I am a person on the screen, and to me, they are also a person on the screen. And nothing beats a face-to-face conversation, and I value that the most.
Absolutely. I will truly agree on that, no? And also with your generation, tama ka talaga. Kasi nowadays, it's more into technology. Like one click on my social media, everyone can see it na, diba?
Yes, definitely.
Okay. Now pick your next boiling question.
Number 2 na.
All right. Okay. Your next boiling question is, among all other contestants, what attributes do you have that will make you stand out among them, and how will this help you in this beauty competition?
So we know that there are a lot of women and girls that try out for beauty pageants. And you know, it's a very rigorous process. There's a lot of requirements, there's a lot of experiences that you need to have in order to join a beauty pageant. However, a big reason why girls join a beauty pageant is in order for them to gain a platform to talk about their advocacy, to gain a platform to share about issues that they care about, and to gain a platform in order to just uplift themselves in the community and make themselves an ambassador and a spokesperson. But for me, I think that what sets me apart from candidates is I already have that platform. I already have an international service platform. I am a part of the Rotary International Interact Advisory Council. And I am the very first Filipina at that, to be invited to that position. Because I am very into community service, and I've been doing that since I was 15. I founded an organization when I was 15, and now I'm serving in the international community. And I talk about Cebu, I talk about the people here, I talk about the service that we do, the service that I do with, you know, my fellow members and everything. And I'm just so proud to just have this platform to talk about Cebu and talk about the people And I wouldn't need a pageant, I wouldn't need any contest at that to give me that platform, because I've already worked through it, for the past years in my life. And with Miss Cebu, I think that joining this pageant appeals to the locality. It helps me get to know my fellow Cebuanos. It helps me to just understand what we do here in the locality. And I think if I join a pageant as amazing as this, I get to learn more and talk about Cebu at a better perspective at the international stage. And I think that's what makes me a very strong candidate for this competition.
Wow, amazing. You have a lot on your plate, huh? For a very young age.
Yes.
You started 15.
Yes, at 15.
Amazing, no?
Yeah.
Makalaga, no? At the age of 15, you already started your platform, and also I do believe you already started your advocacy as well.
Definitely, sir.
Oh.
Well, sir, the youth today, it's really just something else, like we mentioned earlier.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, it's getting more interesting
Yeah.
now. Pick your next boiling question. All right. Okay. Your next boiling question is, what is the most difficult challenge you had in your entire life, and how will this help you achieve your advocacy if you will win as Miss Cebu 2023?
I think this is a very timely question, sir, since we were just talking about it. All right, so I want to share my story on this one. When I was a younger girl, believe it or not, I was very shy. And even in the classroom, it was very hard for me to participate in oral recitations. And looking back and seeing the person that I am now, and from there, I can really say that, wow, I've grown. And I really owe it to the challenges I've had in my life. When I was younger, I've always wanted to be a leader. I looked up to the class president, I looked up to the student council president, and I've always thought to myself, one day I will be able to speak like that, one day I will be able to lead like that. And my struggle, honestly, was that I did not have any opportunities to be a leader. I did not have any connections nor platforms in order for me to be the person that I want, which was to be a leader. Back when I was 15 years old, I've been joining student council engagements, and I was a student council representative representing my batch. And at this time, I was about grade 9 and grade 10, so I was very, very young.
Yes.
Yeah, and at the end of that, I actually ran for student council president in my school. And unfortunately, I lost that.
Oh.
Yeah, I lost that. However, I think of this as one of the biggest redirections in my life. And at that time, I really thought that this was the end of my career as a leader. I genuinely thought it was the end, because for a student, there aren't a lot of opportunities for them to lead except in school, right?
Yes.
Yes. And when I was in that position, I felt very hopeless. And then the pandemic came. And at 15 years old, I thought to myself, what can I do in a pandemic as a young person? And I felt hopeless once again, because there's not a lot you can do in a global health crisis as a young person, because you're not a professional, you're a student, you don't have the credentials to go out and do things. However, I thought to myself, if there is a will, there is definitely a way.
Correct.
And what I did was I gathered some of my friends, I gathered some people that I knew in the city, and I said, guys, I think we can do something. Even if we're young, let's try to help out. So what we did was we gathered some masks, some alcohol, soaps, all these sanitary materials, and we contacted around 8 schools and 2 barangays and 2 hospitals, 2 private clinics. And what we did was we gathered all that, we raised some funds through social media, and we went through those schools, we went to those hospitals, those clinics, those barangays, and we talked to the people directly. And we gave these sanitary materials, because at the start of the pandemic, we had a shortage of those.
Yes.
Yeah, we had a shortage of those. And then, that was my first project. And with that, I felt very alive. I felt that, wow, I think this is my calling. I think community service is the way for me. And then what I did was I collaborated with organizations and got my organization certified, and we called it Interact.
Wow, amazing, no? For a very young age, you started your advocacy, you have a lot on your plate, and you organized during the pandemic. No. So yes, I totally agree that during the pandemic we have less mask, less alcohol,
Yes.
but you were able to find a way to
Yes, sir.
help those helpless people during the pandemic.
Yes, there is really a way. And going back to the question, I feel like the challenge of having, no connections and no platform to be a leader as a youth, it has already transformed to be my advocacy also, which is creating world leaders from the youth through community service. And this is what I do now. I am 18 years old. And
Still young.
yeah, still young. That's just 3 years after my very first experience. And what I do now is I train youth all over the world to be leaders
Wow.
and to create local community service projects. And I've done it here in Cebu City, and I've done it in other cities as well, and to other provinces in the Philippines, and really just the entire world. And I really love what I do, sir. I really, really love to talk to these youth, to these people, and tell them about my story, and that there is really nothing impossible. Even if you feel like there is no way up, there is a way up if you just think about it, pray on it, visualize, and say, this is for me and I will be getting it. As long as you have that go-getting mindset, you will be able to achieve anything.
I see. And good thing that you joined Miss Cebu 2023.
Definitely. And that go-getting mindset is what got me here, sir, let me tell you.
Perfect. Okay. Now pick your last but not the least boiling question.
Oh, last
All right. And it's getting more interesting. Okay. Oh, this is more interesting. How will you bridge Cebu to the world?
Bridging Cebu to the world is one of Miss Cebu 2023's most prioritized objectives this year of this pageant. And we've been asked this question so many times. And actually, I've never been asked this question personally, but I'm finally happy to share. Yeah. All right, so bridging Cebu to the world. It must be really hard to fathom that, a city in the Philippines could be a world leader.
Yes.
Yeah. However, there are so many things that Cebu has to offer. So, sir, I think I'm a pretty well-traveled person. And I think I've seen it all, from the buildings, the beaches, the rural, the urban. I think I've seen it all in, the different parts of the world. And, I do wish to see some more in the future, but let me tell you, there is no place like home.
Yes,
Yeah.
agree.
There is no place like Cebu City. And, I think we just have it. We just have everything here. We're a juxtaposition of many things. When you drive 30 minutes, you get to the beach. Another 30 minutes, you're at the malls. 30 minutes, you're in the highlands.
Correct.
You just have it all in Cebu City.
Everything is connecting,
Everything
diba?
is
Like just
connected.
30 minutes
Yes.
from the beach, 30 minutes going to the mall. Yes,
Yeah.
going to Tops, diba?
Yeah.
Or Mountain View,
Yeah,
rather.
they're all in close proximity, and I think this is a very unique feature that does not only set Cebu City apart from the rest of the Philippines, but from the rest of the whole world. I feel like we have such a story to tell to everybody. I feel like our colorful history as Cebuanos, and all of the museums that we have here, we really just have so much to offer, and
Yes.
the world is missing out if you don't visit Cebu City.
Absolutely. That's the
Yeah.
reason why it's more fun in Cebu City.
It's more fun in Cebu City for sure. And yeah, I think that I can bridge Cebu to the world through just continuing what I do already. I've previously mentioned that I have an international platform.
Yes.
Yes, and I host these things almost every month called cultural exchanges.
Oh.
Yeah. And what are these virtual cultural exchanges? So what we do is we sit down, a group here in Cebu, and we sit down in an online meeting with another club, with another organization from across the world. For example, I've sat down with people from Turkey, from people from
international.
Yeah, people from the US, people from Australia, Korea, anywhere really. I think I've talked to like so many
Amazing.
nationalities. And you know what we do in those cultural exchange? We talk about our tourism, we talk about our food, we even do Filipino tongue twisters with the foreigners.
Oh,
Yeah. And
interesting.
this is really something that I've been doing for years now. And I think that this is a way that I personally bridge Cebu to the world. I'm very proud to talk about our culture. It's very interesting to see the reactions of these people when you tell them about Cebu. And you know what they say to me, sir, when we end the exchange?
Yes.
They say, "Wow, please greet me when I visit Cebu."
Diba? So
Yeah.
they are more interesting to come here in our city, the Queen City of the South.
Definitely.
All right, mga kalagan, it's getting more interesting and the questions are getting more hotter and hotter. But before we proceed with our next segment, I would like to thank first our sponsor. I would like to thank City Center Suite. Thank you so much for the accommodation. And I would like to personally thank Team Flora Dermatoloica for always making me fresh because I am Team Flora Touch. Now let's lighten up, let's loosen up because our next segment is the Fast Talk.
Wow, fast talk.
Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, Fast Talk, hot or cold?
Hot.
Oo, hindi, marte ka ba?
Oo.
Oo, hindi, madali ka bang ma-in love?
Oo.
Oh, how many times do you take a bath?
2 times. Once in the morning, once at night.
Oh, why not?
Yes.
No cell phone, no internet.
No cell phone.
One piece or two piece when it comes to pageant?
2-piece.
Walang tulog, walang kain.
Walang kain.
Favorite pastime?
Sleeping.
Island life or city life?
City life.
Beauty or brain?
Braids.
Travel or books?
Travel.
Sweet or spicy?
Spicy.
YouTube or Netflix?
Netflix.
Fruits or vegetable?
Fruits.
Hashtag ng buhay mo.
Hashtag woman of worth.
Wow, woman on worth.
Hashtag wow.
Yes!
Yes.
Alright, so can you please invite our Lagan sa Cebu viewers where we can follow you, your social media platform, and how we can support you for the upcoming Miss Cebu 2023. Go ahead.
Yes, I am Chynna Julienne Dorado, and I am your candidate number 6 for this year's Miss Cebu 2023. Catch me at Chynna Julienne on Instagram, Chynna Julienne Miranda Dorado on Facebook, and Chynna Julienne on my Facebook page. And please don't forget to join us on our coronation night at Waterfront Cebu Casino at January 11 to see who the next girl for Miss Cebu is.
Yes! Once again, makalagan, our Miss Cebu 2023 candidate number 6, we have Chynna Julienne Miranda Dorado. Thank you very much
Thank
for
you so
guesting here
much
at Lagan
for
sa Cebu.
having me.
I learned a lot from you. For our very young age,
I'm
no?
happy to have shared that.
And also, congratulations of being part of being a Miss Cebu 2023.
Yes.
And good luck for your upcoming
Thank you,
competition.
sir. It's such an honor. And yes, wish me luck and support me.
Yes. And also, don't forget to subscribe on our YouTube channel at Lagan sa Cebu and click the bell button for notification. Like our official Facebook page at Lagan sa Cebu. You may also follow me on my TikTok account, Instagram, and Facebook at Fritz Gerald Alcaraz. Once again, ako si Kalaagan Fritz nagsasabi, stay safe, be a responsible Kalaagan, and this is
Lagan sa Cebu.